Chinoiserie is defined in the Oxford English Dictionary as the imitation or application of Chinese motifs and techniques in Western art, furniture, and architecture, which art historian Irish Moon deems a striking example of the wax obsession with Asia. In the 17th and 18th centuries, trade linkages introduced Chinese porcelain to a Western European market. The elite demand for these exotic luxury goods spurred European manufacturers to create copycats, the visual distillation of European conception of Chineseness. These designs evoked an aesthetic of the East through exaggerated faithful portrayal of foreign, thus constructing a racialized other in the Western imagination. As this racialized vision of the otherness unfurled in films, they whispered into existence not only the visuals, but the accents. Irish Moon writes, objects of curiosity and repulsion, the harmful after-effects of chinoiserie can be found lingering in the cultural stereotypes of the other deployed today.
Let him rise.
Why am I here? Who are you?
I am Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu. It isn't possible. You died.
Untie the girl.
The mention of yellowface in the film industry raises the question of why Caucasian actors were chosen to portray Asian characters in the early days, rather than casting Asian actors for those roles. It appears that these practices can be traced back to the tradition of minstrelsy, which emerged during the 1800s and gained immense popularity through live performances. In minstrelsy, white actors would assume the roles of African Americans or other people of color, employing caricatures and engaging in buffoonery. However, many of these white actors were themselves from non-Anglo-Saxon ethnic backgrounds. During that area of American history, they were not considered fully white and often faced discriminations as second-class citizens. It is noteworthy that exploring this phenomenon characterized minstrelsy as a means for these white ethnics to claim whiteness by portraying racial others as the epitome of non-whiteness. This cultural performance, therefore, served a distinct racial purpose within the society.
Cannot go on or keep ringing my bell. You disturb me. You must have a key made.
Yes, I eat the fish.
Mr. Chow. Leslie Chow.
Max, and one day I will show you my penis, and you'll be sorry.
Very clever dinner. Appetizing food fit neatly into interesting round pie.
It's a quiche.
How do you spell?
Well, you don't spell it,
I
son.
just do eyes.
You read it.
Just eyes. Genetic design. Just eyes.
I don't understand a phi. There's a V in the word. It's five. They don't got V's in China.
Not Chinese. I'm Korean.
When discussing the historical context, it is crucial to focus on the enduring expectations placed upon Asian and Asian American actors in relation to their accents. Even in contemporary times, these actors often find themselves compelled to perform specific accents during auditions, accents that were initially concocted by white actors donning yellowface. This phenomenon underscores the persistent notion of the stigmatized accent, which continues to shape perception and demands within the industry. Meanwhile, as Leon highlights, marginalization in the industry plays a significant role, as the industry may consciously or unconsciously choose to include or exclude certain elements. Ethnic minority professionals often find themselves in a paradoxical situation where their cultural expressions are subject to marginalization and commercialization, leading to a homogenized media portrayal that fail to capture the authenticity and depth of diversity. The term Asian American emerged in 1968, a product of student activists amidst the tumultuous Vietnam War. However, to this day, The notion of an Asian accent or an Asian American accent remain elusive, lacking a definitive and crystalline definition. As expounded by Oisman, the complexity is further entangled by the interplay of individualist and collectivist orientations, ethnic identity, and beliefs surrounding stereotypes among Asian Americans. It could be considered that accent should be linked to an identity label that can mask individuality and division. According to scholarly law, identity is heterogeneous, hybrid, and multiple. In other words, identity is not static, but a fluid journey.
아이고, pretty boy, pretty boy.
It is in the delicate nuances of accent that lie the threads of not merely spoken words, but a resplendent tapestry of cultural identity. The intricate interplay of accent in films and popular culture unveils the realm of complexities and the mosaic of identities. Beyond articulation and enunciation, accents should serve not merely a modality of speech, but a vessel of cultural significance as well. So here's the question: what should an accurate or authentic accent sound like? Maybe it's the harsh murmur of parents' arguments that reach your ears before bedtime, or the tantalizing aroma of piquant delicacies wafting through the streets of Chinatown, teasing your senses, or a reflection of the self in another size that speaks to you. Maybe it's none of it. Maybe it's all of it.
What's a good place to eat in Chinatown?
I decided to come to America.
It is a
I want to have independent American experience and learn about America.
looks just like any other apple pie, but it doesn't taste like any other apple pie if you eat it. And that's because many Chinese big.
Hey, what kind of Chinese are you, huh?
Take a good look at my face. I'm an Oriental.
They still consider you as a fool.
Sure,
yeah, I know, but you know, here.
I thought you spoke Chinese. Can't you tell? I'm an American.
America. And all Americans think about is their own happiness.
Don't you want Nick to be happy?
It's an illusion.
Need more images like that so that representation can inspire and help move our society to a more just society.